Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh. Sheikh, I'll keep it short because time is running out for you as well. So I have two questions. The first question is that, like a lot of the Islamic centers around, you see like a concept of like mixed gatherings these days and a lot of women speakers.
What happened
like
to the men?
Male audiences, yeah. So I want to get a little bit clarity on that. So that was my first question. And then the second one I'll tell you later.
Alright. How many of you speak Urdu? Alright. Inshallah. Urdu mein ek sher hai. I'm going to translate, inshallah. There's a poem in Urdu. I'm sure, I'm not good Urdu, right? But those of you that are better than me probably know the poet, I don't really care. But when the British came to India, and the Muslims at that time were strong on hijab and things, and then the influence of the British came and the women started taking the hijab off. Somebody asked कि औरतों के पर्दे को क्या हुआ? तो उसने कहा मर्दों की अकल पे पड़ गया. So they asked what happened to the hijab of the women, the covering. So he said it covered the intelligence of the men. So when the men become foolish, then these things happen. Like you have female speakers, what happened to your men? You don't have male speakers that can speak, right? Oh no, Aisha radhiyallahu anha used to narrate hadith. Yes, because she knew a hadith that nobody knew, right? And she did it from behind a curtain, right? What knowledge do these sisters have that no brother has in America? Like what amazing tafsir and hadith that she know that nobody knows. If men know it, then women should not be exposing themselves to this fitna. The honor of the woman is in her hijab, in her haya, in her privacy. That's what honors the woman. The disrespect of a woman is when she's exposed to the people, right? Nowadays, I don't know, I don't blame those sisters, right? I blame their husbands and their fathers and their brothers and I don't know what happened to them, right? Sometimes nowadays there are, anyway, I'm gonna stop. Right?
Should I ask the other question?
So just to answer, mixing between men and women is haram in Islam. There are ayat, there are ahadith, ulama have written books on this, you can explain this. I don't care what excuse they give, this is from the weakness of iman. Some people say, oh, women didn't have a partition in Masjid al-Nabawi. In Masjid al-Nabawi, they didn't have a roof. Why do you have a roof? They didn't have light. Why do you have light? They didn't have carpet. Why do you have carpet? You just remember the partition, you don't remember the rest? Rasulullah made a separate door for the women, said for the men to stay and make adhkar and the women to leave so they don't mix. He said even on the way, the women should be by the sides, the men should be separate on the path. Why don't you mention that? He said a woman wants perfume, she shouldn't come to the masjid. Why do they mention that? Aisha and the women of the Ansar used to come to the masjid and go home, they weren't recognized. Not, brother, you're not looking very good today. Sister, but you lost weight. I love the new lipstick. Like this is, you're playing with the deen. Don't play with it. Look, look. Why do you want to show somebody your wife? From the three that are not forgiven on the day of judgment, the youth. And some, brother, say hi to my wife. What? What's wrong with you? Right? So may Allah protect us. Allah keep us steadfast. If a woman has some special knowledge that nobody has and she has to share it with the proper Islamic etiquette, it's fine. But to get women sitting in the men's musalla and young teenage guys are sitting around and she's joking with them, this is haram. I'm sorry. It's not my opinion. Naqlan an al-ulama.